Here we go. So, hello and welcome to Breathing Space for today, Sunday, the 5th of April. Spring is in the air, and our theme today is playfulness. We've been going through all sorts of different attitudes that we can bring into our mindfulness practice. Obviously, presence, patience, um, curiosity, acceptance, courage. And today I thought playfulness. And weirdly enough, I think there's a lot of connection between courage and playfulness. So they all link together. And the idea today is just to allow that word, playfulness, to just land and sit beside you and weave its way through your practice today. See what comes up around it. Before we start, though, I'm going to show you a little video um, on the theme of playfulness. It's about 2 minutes long, and hopefully you will be able to see it right now. Can I get a thumbs up from somebody if you can see? Yes, good, right. Can you hear it as well? Excellent. So, just a little video on playfulness, which I made, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And although it's only like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the actual process of drawing took about an hour and a half. And the whole point of it was just starting with a blank piece of paper and just letting the drawing draw itself. I didn't start out to draw that, it just happened. So playfulness has a lot to do with just exploring, with letting go, with letting things be, with being present, with being embodied and and just letting things kind of unfold. But also it allows a sense of letting go of pressure. There's no outcome. I wasn't sitting there with a vase of flowers in front of me, working really hard to get a perfect drawing. It's really just you just allow things. It's like a game, like yeah, playing, but also a process that's very relaxing and calming, and a kind of exploration. So I invite you to bring that sort of attitude into your practice today, just allowing things to unfold in a playful way. So let's begin now by finding our posture. And for this, you might want to be lying down or sitting, or maybe even, play with the possibilities. Maybe standing on one leg today, or walking round the house, and just explore how that feels, how it plays out in your practice. Imagine being a child. We go for a walk, and the child in us at 3 years old would be jumping over the cracks in the pavement, or going to explore a little flower, or trying to hop on one leg, and try to bring that in, not our inner grown up who says this is the way things should be. More of our inner child going, oh, how can I play with this? So finding your posture, inviting a little bit of lightness into this, curiosity, and through that, just beginning to arrive into meditation. Meditation just being this place where we dedicate a little bit of time to connecting to our lived experience, to paying attention in a more deliberate way, and letting go of all the doing, the efforting, the busy, arriving into a place where we have nothing to do and nowhere else to be except right here and right now. A sense of slowing everything down. Slowly opening curiosity towards all the places where the body connects and touches and is held by the chair, the floor, the mat, the bed. Just allowing your curiosity to dance, to explore like a child, all the different sensations of pressure, contact, noticing and feeling the body supported and stable and secure. And perhaps if you're feeling a little bit playful, just bring a little bit of a light touch in. You might feel the texture of that chair or the bed with your fingers. Just allow that kind of freedom. Meditation doesn't mean we have to lie there perfectly still, perfectly motionless. It just means that we're present and connected to the present moment. So allowing your fingers, your hands to just feel the texture of the mat, the chair, maybe even the contours of your body as you're lying or sitting. We're not trying to achieve anything or look for anything in particular. We're just using it as a playful way of being present, of noticing our lived experience right now. And when we're working with children in mindfulness, often we put like a little plushy toy on the tummy and another on the chest, and we play with our breathing, noticing the difference between in-breath and out-breath. So if you don't have a little plushy toy, maybe just your hand on your belly, your hand on your chest, and just feel the movement of breathing. We can feel it through the hands from outside the body, and then feel the movement of belly and chest, all the sensations inside the body. Just rest here, feeling the breathing. And as we just rest here on the breathing, possibly just noticing that shift from the busy world to the space and stillness of mindful meditation. But maybe also that busy mind or the fidgety energy of the body or distractions around us. And we could just play with that boundary between noise and silence, between restlessness and stillness, between focus and distraction. Just play with it like a child might touch water and touch sand and feel the different textures. Or the way a child might put yellow on the page and blue on the page and explore the different colors. So in our mindfulness, we can explore and play with distraction, focus, stillness, restlessness. And with that comes a sense of freedom. There's nothing right, there's nothing wrong, there's just this playful curiosity of knowing our lived experience as it happens. And if your life is not feeling particularly playful right now, then remember that if you're efforting, if this is effort to force a sense of playfulness, then we're not really doing mindfulness. We're more just inviting playfulness as a concept, as an idea around our experience and through our experience, whatever it is. Just inviting and being open to the possibility of a playful or joyful layer within or around our practice, but without pressure. Playfulness is spontaneous, unplanned. So let's invite now our attention into the body through the movement of breathing, through the points of contact between the body and the surface that you are lying or sitting on. Just opening that curiosity to ask the question, what am I experiencing right now? And turn your attention towards the body. The body will answer not in words, so we can let go of words. It answers with tingling or buzzing or temperature, with tension or relaxation. Sensations in the skin, the muscles, the bones, the inner organs. So just resting here with that question, asking the body, how am I right now? Noticing any sensations that come up as an answer. In this, we can draw on our other attitudes that we've explored recently, like patience, acceptance, beginner's mind. We don't know what's going to come up from the body. We're not looking for anything in particular. We're just patiently sitting, lying, and just being with any sensations that we notice in the body. Sometimes we notice a lot, sometimes not very much at all. But patience allows us the capacity just to lie here, to sit here, with the possibility of connecting to a sensation and giving it time to be known, to listen with the body to that tingle, to that pulsing, to the tension, the temperature. Just give space around those sensations to know them and be with them. When a child goes to the play park, they just like they're climbing things, they're sliding, they're swinging, they're spinning, just for the joy of those physical sensations, but also maybe just a little bit of an edge of courage, trying things for for the first time, climbing that little bit higher, spinning a little bit faster. There's always that fear that you're going to fall or get hurt or someone's going to laugh at you, but the capacity to just enjoy the moment comes through letting go of that fear and just opening to giving it a go for fun. Or you go to a fun fair and there's all these coconut shy stalls or things where you got to shoot things or bowl things, and the same, you just give it a go for fun. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. And we can maybe invite that into our practice today, this playfulness of like, I don't care if I feel something, if I don't. I don't care if I like it or if I don't. I don't care if it's pleasant or unpleasant. Let's just give it a go. Let's just feel what it's like to live that moment and explore the possibility of just playful, light touch, living the moment. So whatever we're noticing in the body, just sitting at the edge of that sensation, and just playfully exploring. Maybe there's many different layers to the sensation on the surface, deeper, an intensity. Play with the sensation of I don't know, sweat on the skin. Does it tickle? Does it prickle? Does it feel cold or warm? Play with the sensation of the movement of breathing. Let's play a game. How many different places in the body can you notice that movement? Play with the sensation of tension in the muscles. See if we can explore all the different ways that we might know that sensation. As we connect to the body, of course, we'll be aware of thoughts, emotions, feelings, and we can observe those too with a playfulness. If you've ever been with a child or played as a child a game where you might spot how many red cars, how many green cars, or you play I Spy with my little eye. We can do this with our thoughts as well. So the thoughts might not have colors, they might have themes, ideas, memories, planning. We can know, oh yeah, there's a planning thought, there's a memory thought. Just this freedom to allow the curiosity to dance and play around the thoughts and through the thoughts, just observing the flow of thinking, to feel the flow of emotion and where it might arise in the body. And play doesn't have to have a particular energy. Could be just allowing the mind to wander, daydreaming as a kind of a play and exploring scenarios and ideas and just playing with what if. As long as we're aware that that's what's happening, we can observe those little scenarios playing out. Sometimes play can be very peaceful, quiet, like drawing. So, searching within yourself today for the level of energy and just exploring the possibility of what play or playfulness might be like with the energy that you have today. Play could be just simply wiggling your toes and feeling all the different sensations within your socks or your shoes or on your bare feet. Could be wiggling your nose or your ears and exploring those sensations. Could be just shifting your posture, noticing. Play is really being fully present, exploring, noticing, learning, and growing just by enjoying the freedom of feeling that movement or the spontaneity of moving a little finger, wiggling your nose, blinking your eyes, following a thought. Playfulness has sometimes been described as just being open to the possibility of joy without pressure. Joy being this freedom to really connect with the wonder and the life in every moment, like watching a sunrise. There's that sense of joy that comes from the connection to that moment. So just playing with that, is there anything that we can connect to while we're in our meditation that brings us that sense of being alive? The joy of just feeling the air coming into your mouth, the coolness of the air on your tongue, or the feeling of a heartbeat, or maybe the sounds of the world around you. Where where we find that joy, we don't know. It's just being open to the possibility and then just resting in mindful awareness and allowing that moment to come to you. when you approach life with this playful attitude, it doesn't mean that we're taking things so lightly that we don't appreciate what's here. But if anything, it's that light touch, that creativity, that space, the capacity to see things with playful eyes allows us really to connect even more deeply to the possibilities. Sometimes in life we go with our grown-ups eyes into things with this focus. This is the way things should be done. This is the way we should behave. This is the right way to get things done. We're at work now. We're too busy to play. And we get fixed and locked into a very narrow way of existing, often ignoring or denying or unable to feel the life in the moment, the possibility, the creativity, and the capacity to stay focused but also playful, lightens the heart, opens the door, lets in the sunshine. It gives us an opportunity to breathe. If you can live your life a little bit every day, like you're taking a blank piece of paper and a pen, and over the next half hour, just exploring where that pen goes on the paper, what takes shape, what color it might want to be. And you feel your hand moving on the paper, and you feel the drawing taking shape, and you notice the feelings and the thoughts that it brings up. And you feel alive while you're drawing and exploring, or even just drinking a cup of tea and noticing the light reflected on the surface of the liquid, or feeling the temperature of the mug in your hand. Just a little moment of playfulness that grounds us, allows us to breathe, brings us back into mindful presence. So, what would playfulness be like for you in your life as it is right now? We can play with our imagination. Just play with any way that playfulness might add another layer of connection, space, creativity, possibility into your day-to-day life. As you go into the week ahead, there's an invitation from this meditation to explore in a very light-hearted way just what playfulness might be in the moment that you're living as you go through the day and then the week. And then notice what it's like when you invite that playfulness in or when you let that playfulness out. Notice what happens in the moment. So for now, maybe just inviting that wiggling of toes and fingers and yeah, playing with that. Even if you're feeling like stiff joints or parts of your body that have gone to sleep while you were meditating, just noticing all the different ways that you can explore those sensations. Maybe there's a need in your body to stretch or to move in some particular way. Exploring that too. Opening your eyes, perhaps. Noticing all the colors and the shapes in the room around you. Very slowly just noticing that coming back into the room and the space. And I will invite you, if you go through the week, you can always just write down maybe just some, like a little game on paper, some ideas around this theme of playfulness. Or you could go draw it in color, or play it in music, or dance it, or explore it in all the different activities that you're engaged in through the week. So I'm going to end our recording there, and you've got this on YouTube now if you want to come back to this practice at some point. But for now, I'm going to end our recording. We can maybe have a little chat after our practice.